And as we were saying, President Trump has a list of names to replace outgoing Ambassador Nikki Haley at the United Nations, but he's taking some time to make his decision. Haley's announcement that she's leaving the administration surprised many, but not the president. CBN's White House correspondent Ben Kennedy has more.
Haley initially told President Trump of her plans to resign about 6 months ago. She now made it official and plans to stay at her post until the end of the year.
I think you have to be selfless enough to know when you step aside and allow someone else to do the job. So thank you, Mr. President. It's been an honor of a lifetime.
UN Ambassador Nikki Haley becomes the latest in a line of high-profile departures from the White House.
It was a blessing to go into the UN with body armor every day and defend America.
She represented the U.S. with a strong voice at the UN, speaking out on North Korea, Russia, and Iran. Haley went on the attack against Syria's President Bashar al-Assad for the use of chemical weapons on civilians.
The monster who was responsible for these attacks has no conscience. Not even to be shocked by pictures of dead children.
She stood up for those without a voice when the U.S. withdrew from the UN Human Rights Council.
When a so-called Human Rights Council cannot bring itself to address the massive abuses in Venezuela and Iran, and it welcomes the Democratic Republic of Congo as a new member, the Council ceases to be worthy of its name.
While at the same time fighting for Israel.
I think you look at the anti-Israel bias and the strength and courage that the president showed in moving the embassy.
She cited her Christian faith as a reason to support Israel, later teaming up with the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to work toward a peace deal with the Palestinians.
What I've done working with him on the Middle East peace plan, it is so unbelievably well done.
Haley sat down with CBN's chief analyst, David Brody, to talk about her impact on the UN.
Since day one, you've gone in there to shake things up. How tough has that been?
Every day I put on body armor because I know there's going to be a fight. I'm just fighting a different thing every day.
Senators confirmed the former South Carolina governor as U.S. ambassador to the UN on day 4 of Trump's presidency by a vote of 96-4. She will end up serving nearly 2 years at her post, citing it was time to step aside.
You've been fantastic. You're my friend. And I just, on behalf of the country, I want to thank you for a great job. Thank you.
Now, President Trump said he will name a successor in the next 2 or 3 weeks. As for what's next, Haley said she will not run in 2020 and will support President Trump's re-election. Ben Kennedy, CBN News, the White House.